If your friend told you they bought a workout plan that in 90 days guaranteed that they got shredded, ripped, and you said, okay, bro, like we'll see when it actually happens. 90 days goes by, you see them, they're not ripped, they're not shredded. You say, dang, that plan really wasn't worth it at all. There's no evidence to support that it changed you, right? This is the way human beings think. And this has been heavily on my mind recently. How do you expect to evangelize? How do you expect to lead by example? How do you expect to live a life of Jesus and a life of people saying, man, what's different about this person? If you're not reflecting change. So you can say you follow Jesus and that you love Jesus. You can put a Bible verse in your bio. You can do all this stuff. You can do anything that you want. But ultimately, it comes down to your character. Actually, that's the only thing that matters in your walk with Christ. It's what's here. It's not what's here. It's not what's around you. It's not what you claim. Oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, I love Jesus. I have a Bible verse in my bio, right? It's who you are, how you act, how you treat people. It's like if somebody was like super rude to you and then you find out the day after they're like the president of the kindness club at school. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. You're a hypocrite. You're like a total jerk, but you're president of the kindness club. It's the same thing with Christianity. Our walk with Christ is the same way. If we claim to be Christian, but we're living in sin, people are like, it's not changing you at all. There's actually nothing different about it. You're not walking different, talking different, thinking different. You're certainly not acting different. So what does Jesus do for you? What would Jesus even do to me? If he's doing nothing for you, then I guess he might not do anything for me. And to harken back to that thing about the getting ripped in 90 days thing, if your friend bought that course and didn't get ripped in 90 days, are you going to go out and buy that course for yourself? No, of course not. The evidence is it doesn't work. This is a major responsibility we have as Christians. Once you outwardly declare your faith, once you say you're a Christian, once you tell people you're a Christian, maybe you get baptized, you make a public declaration, you start to be on the worship team, you start to preach, you start to step into leadership roles in your faith, you need to start walking different. You need to start walking different. Your character needs to change. Because in order for people to see that Jesus changes lives, Jesus actually has to change your life. And that's the catch a lot of people don't realize. Jesus actually has to change you. People have to say, wait, what, this person, like, how do they react that way to this? How do they deal with that situation like this? It's not human. That's not right. They should be so annoyed. They should be so angry, but they're just not. They should be so upset with this person. They should never forgive this person. They should never be with this person ever again. They should never hang out with this person. They should never give this person the time of day. Whatever it may be, these are the kinds of things that a Christian has. They have patience. They have grace. Okay, Jesus changes your heart to have those things. It's called the fruits of the Spirit. These gifts that are unnatural, they don't gel with human nature. That's what Jesus can give you. But your character has to change. If there's no evidence that Jesus has changed you, then people aren't going to want to see what you have because it just seems like you don't have it. You don't really have a 90-day plan to get shredded. You just say that you do. Do you really have Jesus changing you? Or are you just saying you love him? Be willing to change. Be willing to change to bring people to the faith. Be willing to change to make people ask, man, how do they do what they do? How are they different? This really reminds me of Matthew chapter 3. And it hit me like a pile of bricks all of a sudden. And John the Baptist is talking to the Pharisees. And he says, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he says, don't you dare say that you're descendants of Abraham, because God can easily turn those rocks over there into more descendants of Abraham. This is so incredibly profound. And I feel like it's just overlooked a lot. I feel like it's not addressed a lot because you see a lot of people who go to church all the time. You see these people who, do have the Instagram bio verse. I know I keep bringing that up, but it's true, right? You have these people who claim to love Christ, and then you get into a situation with them where it's like, this is where their faith should shine through, and it doesn't. You get into a situation where they should be dealing with it more gracefully, or at least even attempting to, right? And they just don't. They're just totally in the world. They're living in habitual sin. The reason this exists is because it's not the things that you just do, right? It's not go to church and you're a good person. It's not abstain from this one thing and you're a good person. It's not pray and you're a good person. It's not give this person a nice compliment and you're a good person. It's actually your whole character. It's your heart posture towards Jesus. Are you consistent in what you do and how you act? You can go to the gym once. You're not going to get shredded. You could go to school once. You're not going to become a genius. You could go to church once. That doesn't make you a wholehearted follower of Christ that's given their life to him. And what John the Baptist is saying to the Pharisees is that, yeah, anyone can be a descendant of Abraham. It's just get lucky. Just be lucky enough to be in his bloodline. What does that prove? Does that prove that you're saved? Does that prove that you're perfect? Does that prove that you're a good person? No. Similarly, anyone can just roll up to church on a Sunday. Doesn't make you a good person. Doesn't make you a devout Christian. It's your character. John the Baptist is saying to the Pharisees that it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are in the sense of where you come from, what your family is like, the things that you just do because you do them. You know, habitually going to church once a week. It's who you are as a person. It's what your heart is oriented towards. It's what you truly intend for others. Your intentions can even contradict your temptations. Your intentions can contradict your temptations. And what that means is that you can intend the best for somebody, but you can feel tempted to curse that person. You can feel tempted to mistreat that person because they mistreated you. But your heart posture, your intention is to have the best for that person. Our flesh contradicts our spirit, but you have to feed the spiritual part of you if you want to grow. So I say again, it's about your heart posture. It's not about the things that you do. It's not who your family is. It's not going to church. It's your character. And it has to reflect how Christ has transformed you. Otherwise, other people around you aren't going to buy it. You have to make sure that people can see the result of you accepting Christ. And what does that take? It takes honesty, but it also takes truly accepting Christ and truly accepting and trying to live out our ways, our doctrines every single day, because that's the right thing to do. And it also reflects onto other people and makes them say, man, this person has something that I don't. If your friend got jacked in a week, you'd be like, dang, I want what he has. If your friend became fluent in a language in a week, dang, how did he learn that fast? If somebody goes from Monday to Monday and they become a completely renewed and transformed person because they encountered Jesus, you're going to say, man, what just happened to this person? So I rest my case. It's about character. It's about character. Who are you? What decisions are you making? How are you treating others? Reflect how Christ has changed you outwardly. Thanks for watching. Follow the call to Christ. God bless you.